The Roman Catholic Church and the papacy represents a deep wound for many residential school survivors and their families.
I've had to go to therapy ever since I was a little kid just because of the domestic violence and sexual violence, spiritual and emotional violence that, I grew up with in my family. And that's a shared experience.
Clayton Thomas-Müller is very open about the intergenerational effects of residential schools. His mother and father are both survivors. For him, processing the pain has happened through storytelling, a pillar of his Cree culture, a culture he had to learn to love.
I remember telling kids in kindergarten and grade 1 that I was Italian because I felt so afraid to let people know I was Native.
An estimated 150,000 children were exposed to the abusive, culturally and spiritually destructive system that operated for more than a century in Canada. Most of the churches were run by Catholics.
The Government of Canada sincerely apologizes and asks the forgiveness.
That apology from former Prime Minister Stephen Harper came in 2008. A year later, Indigenous delegates traveled to Vatican City to meet with Pope Benedict XVI. He expressed sorrow and offered his sympathies, but did not issue a formal apology. Wab Canoe was there with his father, a survivor.
My dad extended an eagle feather to him, knowing that that's a symbol of Indigenous spirituality, and the Pope accepted it in a kind of a gesture, I guess, of mutual respect and goodwill. And that interaction, I think, really, helped my dad to find some measure of closure.
Canoe's uncle, also a survivor, will be part of a group of Indigenous Canadians in Vatican City for a historic visit beginning Monday. The first to meet with the Pope will be the Metis delegation. The hope this time is that the trip will end with an official papal apology. Goomansingh, Global News, London.